the sins of your past. Love as if today were your last. Better times have slipped away. I'm lost beneath the waves. Nothing left to say. Savage crime. It was not yet her time. For whom the tower feels. One final.
This is from Final Fantasy VI, which would also be Final Fantasy III America.
Speak to me before my fate.
I think this is the opera scene
Comfort me.
with lyrics.
They'll arrive at any second. 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm almost certain this is the weird opera scene.
King is out for blood. Is on your hands, our own, killed in the fight.
Oh God, no! Wait, I need to check this now. Give me a second. Oh God, no! Halo. Oh no! I just remembered. Oh, by the way, it feels like I've been sleeping for several days. I had a migraine earlier, like a bad one, and like I'm completely fucking out of it. I've lost all like perspective on time and space. That part of my brain is still goddamn asleep. Final Fantasy VI DS, you might have been safe. You played the DS port, you might have been safe. Final Fantasy VI DS. I need to find footage of specifically the DS. Oh, okay. You played Final Fantasy 3. All right. Well, all right. Oh, Laura, you precious child. You might be just a little too old to understand what the thing I'm talking about is. All right, 3 American. Okay, so the way Final Fantasy works, and let me show you why I was worried that you played. This one, you can see that I haven't purchased this, and fuck off. And the reason for that is this is not Final Fantasy VI. This is bullshit. I fucking love Final Fantasy VI. The browser refreshed itself for some goddamn reason after I typed in like what I wanted to go do. You know, oh fuck you, Steam. Make me type again. I'm lazy. Show the graphics. Show the fucking graphics. All right. My God. Oh, I want to vomit. Oh, God, no. Why? What the fuck? What? Okay, this is goddamn torture for me. All right, and let me show you why. Final Fantasy VI. SNES. Opening. All right. This is just absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's get to the part where you actually start seeing characters. Look at those character sprites. Show the character sprites, please. And this is obviously kind of a shitty recording. It's at 240. Yeah, so take that into account. It's at 240. Alright, they should be walking on screen now. Pause for dramatic effect. Bring up the wind. Enter our main character. Look at this sprite work. It is fucking gorgeous. I just absolutely love this scene right here. Like, everything about it. The way that and if you consider this was on the Super Nintendo, like, what is going on here? The parallax and the mode 7 working in tandem to give you that feeling like you're actually heading towards something. It's so... So what they're doing is they're selling the iOS port of this game, which was severely downgraded from the original NES graphics or Super Nintendo graphics, and it's just so disgusting. Oh my god. And that's why I was worried, like, you had played. It's like, oh no. Anyways, that's right. So back around to the point. When Final Fantasy was released in America, all right, Final Fantasy 1 Japan is Final Fantasy 1 America. Final Fantasy 2 Japan, Final Fantasy 3 Japan, Final Fantasy 4 Japan is Final Fantasy 2 in America. So the fourth game came out as our second game. Final Fantasy V Japan, Final Fantasy VI Japan becomes Final Fantasy III in America. And there's a good reason for these skips. Final Fantasy II was a completely different system. It wasn't particularly good. It was a system where, like, it's kind of like Valheim, where you earn experience by doing things, but the way the system worked, it was just terrible and broken, and you could bare knuckle your way through the game pretty easily. All you have to do is beat the shit out of each other for, like, literally just beat the shit out of your own party for a while. Get your unarmed combat skill up. You become tougher, you get more hit points, and then you can steamroll the whole fucking game. And all you have to do is beat yourself up. It's a terrible, terrible system. Final Fantasy III, you basically played it. 3 wasn't super, super interesting. 4 was where the series, like, got a good, solid footing, though. 5 was interesting because it introduced a job system you would see in, like, Final Fantasy Tactics. It really defined all these classes in Final Fantasy, where before it was just like, this is your character, this is what kind of class he calls himself. It was disassociated from anything, just like, well, Cecil's a paladin, Edge is a ninja. Like, it's not like you had, it didn't matter. Final Fantasy Tactics, they say, well, this is what a ninja does, this is what a paladin does, this is what, they really defined all these character classes, and that would go on to Final Fantasy Tactics. But it wasn't a particularly good story game. I don't know, I've never finished Final Fantasy V. It just wasn't, I don't know, super, super engaging. You get to one point where it's just a slog. The Mother series. Mother series is something I've never played before, but I absolutely love. It's incredibly fucking weird. And it gave us Undertale. Undertale is just like a love story to to the Mother series. Why just the soundtrack? Where's the game? There we go. Yeah, Final Fantasy V was fairly mediocre. If they would have ported it to America, it would have... The sales would have sucked ass. They brought out Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which was Final Fantasy America, like, because they thought Americans were dumb. So they put out a young children's game as a mainstream Final Fantasy title. Well, no, not mainstream, because it wasn't numbered. But yeah, that was like made for Americans specifically. It's kind of insulting. Because we wanted the same shit Japan had. Like, and Final Fantasy VI was just a return to form. It's just that good of an entry in the series. And then from 6 on, the numbering stays consistent. And then they have retroactively, of course, gone back and fixed the numbering for Final Fantasy as they started bringing out 2, 3, and 5 stateside, because we didn't have access to those for a long time. All right. Supposedly, I play video games on this channel. That's what they say. Blacksad. Oh. Always learning. Oh God, yes. Oh, the infinite death. I forgot. Ow, that's just stuff I actually consider to be common knowledge. Like, if you hung out with the group of people that I hang out with, like, you know, everybody would be telling me, yeah, shut the fuck up, man, I know. Just, you know, I just skipped every cutscene, I think. Ooh, reclining couches. Oh my God. Microids. Is that like hemorrhoids? Yeah, new furniture, always great. Just look at it and go, man, I'm going to fart on that so many times. Yeah, well, that's what was cool about the game store, was like, you know, you'd have the employees and you'd have like the normies. And I was the kind of guy that was always looking, I was always reading the magazines. I grew up with Nintendo Power. Like, from issue 1, I was all about Nintendo Power. I never missed one. I read them front to back. Yeah, and then you get some of the regulars that come in. They don't, like, it's funny, so there's another type. There's the customers who know stuff. Where's the arcade video? What? What was I saying? Oh yeah, you get the one-uppers. That's what I'm going to call them. There's probably a better term for them, but there's the one-uppers, the
Bring out the
gatekeepers.
bourbon. We're drying
There we
up.
go, the gatekeepers.
I'll deal with a fresh deck, of course.
The people who are
We respect
always
traditions in this
trying to
establishment.
prove that they know
Poker
more
is as
about
boring
you,
as it is simple.
especially
All you need to do is read people's faces. And even
when
the worst
when you
detective
work
has that
at a video
courtesy.
game store, these people are so fucking hostile because
The
they
real
don't
issue
have
is
your
knowing
job.
What to play for.
And it's
when
like,
there's
look,
much more than just money at stake.
the job isn't like this intense knowledge of video games.
Damn
It's a lot of work.
How many games have you
But
won in a
also, I
row,
happen
Quince?
to have an immense love of
And
video
here I was
games,
hoping
which
that
really
Bonham
helps.
would steal your
Oh, yeah, it's
championship belt.
I don't think
Female
he'll
gamers
need a
have it
belt,
rough.
especially if he ends up losing his pants. Mark my words, Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey! By the way,
And
you guys hear
they do
about
take a
Kenny,
lot of shit,
right?
and like,
Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
there's like
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but
I would
I'm sure you
say
know more about it than I do.
the women of my generation didn't really play video games, but 10 years down the line, yeah, I think they started. Oh god, I've got to do this shit. Fuck.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife.
Let him
Women's
talk.
just gotta have their vices. Well, she's in a rehab clinic now, hooked on tranquilizers.
That's it, tranquilize. Don't tell me women don't have their vices, too. Bring out the bourbon, Billy Bob. Come on.
I should probably be paying
Maybe
attention.
I spoke too soon when I said that poker is easy for a good detective. Even when you play to lose, it's best to win the occasional hand to avoid suspicion. But with Quince, it was just impossible.
Well, I'll be damned. I don't believe this.
See what we mean, Farnham?
I still don't get why you keep coming for more, boys. I'm starting to think you all lose on purpose. In which case, you're about to have a blast.
Poor Farnham. Came looking to make big bucks in the city with his boxing, and he's gonna lose it all with poker.
I hope your counseling will make up for it.
Yeah, so how can I be of help?
Those there athletes hooking up with each other, like Al Stone and Helen Moore.
I see you subscribe to What's News. Yeah, my star boxer, the reigning champion. He's having an affair with America's sweetheart. Hey, I got nothing against those two idiots falling in love. Don't get me wrong, but taking a toll on his performance.
Oh god.
I don't think he'll lose against Yale, but I'm starting to worry a bit. You happy
Barbie
now?
Horse Adventure.
Sure thing. Although, there is something else.
Come on, spit it out. I want to play.
Homicidal boxers like Bobby Yale.
Ha! That's some piece of news, huh? Hey, I don't know if he did it, but the real problem is that the fight against my champ Stone might not even frickin' happen. The good news is that I've almost convinced the governor to let him out of prison on the day of the fight. Under police escort, that is. I bet you the audience gets a kick out of that. Come on, let's steal another hand before Quince accuses us of trying to break his winning streak.
Ain't gonna happen. Gentlemen, I suggest you never tell your sons about this game, unless you want to lose their respect.
Wait, you mean our sons actually respect us?
I hear you. There's no way to set boys straight these days. They don't even respond to a good old beating.
I dare say Texan boys do respond to a good beating.
Hey, careful, Quince. You're talking to a pro. So, Kenny told me you had quite a house full.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
No, that son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. If I'd been a communist, perhaps the vision of a millionaire choking on his own vomit would have made my day. Even so, I doubt I could have just stood there and watched him die. Unfortunately, I didn't break a sweat trying to save him.
I missed the button prompt. Oops.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
I didn't kill him.
That son of a bitch was about to choke
I
on his
failed
own
to
vomit.
save him. There
If
is a
I'd been
difference.
communist, perhaps the vision of a millionaire choking on his own vomit would have made my day. Even so, I doubt I could have just stood there and watched him die. No, deserving or not, the man would live.
He's the one who fucking passed out drunk.
Six, well, that's something. I don't know how you deal with all of that.
All boys?
Does it have to be now?
Oh, never let Quincy hear one of your daughters.
Come on, Folly. Children are sacred. I won't lay a
Cassidy.
finger on them until they're 12. After that, well, let's just say some men have needs that can only be met by a young girl that age, if you know what I mean. Are you all right, Farnham?
Oh my god, this guy.
That damn eagle represents the lowest scum of our society. There goes your winning streak, you sick bastard.
Sooner or later, the police are gonna bust your ass. Quince.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bet you're as bad at hiding those poor girls as you are at keeping that ace up your sleeve.
What?
Nope. He rapes little girls.
You lying piece of shit.
He's going to get shot by the guy in the corner.
Quince?
Don't believe a word he's saying, Frank.
Don't you dare call me Frank. Billy Bob.
Well, Billy Bob's going to do our work for us.
It's 500 more. Huh. For washing up.
It's a deal.
A good call.
Yeah,
Bob.
he was a rapist piece of shit.
Please, take that flying scumbag's tokens. And mine too, if you want them. I'm feeling generous. Hey, turns out the governor accepted my suggestion to let Bobby yell out of prison on the day of the fight. Hey, this is turning out to be the perfect night. If you decide to go ahead with your new venture, call me Farnham.
Your behavior at last night's game was utterly insulting.
At that range, I don't think it matters.
Never contact me again, or I'll put an end to your pathetic life. If our common acquaintance should ask you about your business endeavors, Tell him that boxing is too violent for you.
Yeah, when I heard him saying,
Son, Frank
I
Cassidy.
won't touch them until they're 12, I knew exactly where they were going with that. Like, nope, I do not feel the least bit bad. Instantly, nah, shoot that fuck. Wild Toby has appeared.
My own tracks would be covered the following morning when Cassidy read this note from Farnham.
Apparently.
Dear Mr. Cassidy, though I'm grateful for your kind help, last night's game made me realize that boxing is just too violent for a peaceful Texan. Like
The
myself.
graphics glitch, if you noticed it.
I have decided to invest elsewhere. Yours sincerely, Howard M. Farnham II. Damn Texans.
Yeah, where's Rod's Texas accent? Come on.
As for me, it was the first time in days that I had gone to bed without my daily beat.
We need Rod to go full Texan.
Shame.
Dude, Kitty is fucking ripped.
Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby. Maybe I should have given myself a beat.
I have to pause this for a second for the thing that everybody probably has seen, but if you haven't, give me a second to look back in my chat and bring it up. Because this is absolutely fucking delightful. It's after this.
Lives and Times Records and Tapes proudly presents Sir Patrick Stewart's Cowboy Classics.
Keep rolling.
Oh, you can't see that. Yeah.
Lives and Times Records and Tapes proudly presents Sir Patrick Stewart's Cowboy Classics.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling, rawhide. Through rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather, wishing my gal was by my side.
Fucking Texans, am I right?
Ride 'em in, let 'em out, get 'em out. Ride 'em in, rawhide.
Long known as England's premier cowboy singer, Sir Stewart now brings his music stateside in this amazing collection.
Let's vamoose where gals keep using those silks and satins and linen that shows, and you're all mine in buttons and bows.
Sometimes it takes an Englishman to teach us what's great about being an American.
Oh, give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above. Don't fence me.
I hope you just showed up.
Let me ride through
And this is completely out of context.
This double album has the 27 smash singles that have made Patrick Stewart Britain's most beloved cowboy crooner.
cowboy all wrapped in white linen, wrapped in white linen and cold as the clay. Ghost riders in the sky.
This
This 2-volume set transports
I
you back
can't-
to a
I
time
can't
when
even
cattle
imagine
roamed
what-
the open west and the
what-
cowboy was king.
This is real. Hey, King, this is real.
Wyoming will be your new home.
With his Royal Shakespeare training, Sir Stort can jump into character and paint a picture like no other.
I took the law and wore a star while he spread terror near and far. With lead and blood, he gained such fame. All through the West, they feared the name of Ringo.
Yeah, this is 100% legit.
But wait, that's not all.
I can't explain it.
Songs for Lonesome Lovers, Cowboy Pat's glorious collection of timeless ballads. Songs like this interracial gem.
South of the border,
It's obviously his voice.
down Mexico way.
And who could forget this race-mixing favorite?
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
There's no way this
For you?
could be a
No
deep
way!
fake.
Order in the next 15 minutes and we'll send you Duets Out West. Duets Out West team Sir Patty up with the hottest women folk talent of the day. Stars such as Taylor Swift, Carrie Underwood, and Miss Lady Stewart herself, Sunny Ozell.
Hey, I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, and I go to town just to hear a band.
Do you know all the songs that the cowboys know about the big corral where the
Well, where's your
dogs go?
accent?
Where'd you learn them all?
On the radio.
Giddy on no.
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
Do I hear sleigh bells jingling on those cows? You bet your sweet ass I do. Order in the next 3 minutes and we'll give you Christmas on the Range, Cowboy Pat's classic holiday record that becomes more cherished with each and every holiday season.
Ring and children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stocking
Like,
and say your prayers.
The longer it goes, the more it feels like it's parody, right?
Operators are standing by. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime chance to treasure the songs of the American West with England's most celebrated cowboy singer. Call now. Here's Al.
Call 1-877-828-0120 to order Patrick Stort's Cowboy Classics on 2 records, 2 CDs, 2 cassettes, or 2 8-tracks. $29.99 plus shipping and handling when you use your credit card. Call now. Order online at peace2sings.com. That's peace2sings.com.
They're showing you right now. This is where you can buy that. The way I wound up there, what I had seen it.
Hello,
I had seen it pop up on a message board I go to, funny, strange, random picture kind of bullshit. Like, you either wind up seeing titties or something, a funny meme. Or you see a penis. It's just one of those websites I would never actually direct anybody to. But sometimes I find some really cool shit over there. It's like, if I find a funny meme, I probably found it over there. However, it just randomly fucking popped up. And then my friend, this guy used to be my assistant manager. This is also where DJ Cumberbund, like the Ozzy Osbourne thing that I played the other day. Yeah, that's where that came from. And then okay, so he linked me this as well after I had seen it. Oh god, Halo, that's actually something I made. I'll send that to you. Now, however, when he linked me that, I shot back with this because I had actually been told about this country album by the man himself, James T. Kirk, when I was at a comic book convention. It was a comic book convention. We're down in Fort Lauderdale. I forget which one. So I'm watching William Shatner fucking talk, and he's like upselling this fucking country album, and oh my god, there's such a fucking difference here, by the way. I bet YouTube's gonna maybe get upset at me. Now, where Patrick Stewart is singing and dancing and being all fucking delightful, it sounds like
so much pain and trouble in the world. So many broken and confused. My heart keeps saying, reach out to someone. Don't just try, but do. Take a moment to step on up and lead them to the truth.
It sounds like old man Shatner got lost and wandered onto a soundstage and just started singing along.
I can feel the love.
Somebody needs to shine a light for the world to see.
For the world to see.
Why not me?
This is not good.
Baby, why not
What if I look down inside myself?
Like, why does Jeff Cook need fucking Captain Kirk? Oh. So after he told us that he was putting out not only a country album but a Christmas album, oh my god, like, so my buddy I went to the arcade with, we went and we watched Shatner talk, and then afterwards we're just dying laughing because the thought of William Shatner putting out a country and Christmas album is just like, no, please don't. But then I said, dude, wait until he puts out his rap album. Dude, Willie Shat is fucking dope. And we just started calling him Willie Shat after that. Just Rap Master Willie Shat. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, so, Willie Shat. I love, oh my god, that was just the rest of the day. Willie Shat was the rest of the night. That was it. We were like, that was it. That was it. Yeah. I started the game and then we started talking about that fake Texan Roddicus, and since I would never have a better segue than talking about Texas. It triggered the Patrick Stewart thing in my head. And I'm like, I have to share this with everybody. I have to share this with everybody. Like, there's a chance somebody hasn't seen this. So, Captain Kirk and Captain Picard have competing country albums. Is it petty or like, how did this happen? Like, did one of them start doing it and the other one's like I can totally see William Shatner. So
it was like this
no.
when I got here.
Picard has to, yeah. Oh.
Did you touch or move anything in here?
Only the phone.
Picard, oh yeah, hands
Calm
down.
I'll take care of this.
Picard's thing is cringe, but also really delightful.
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
Oh, Shatner's kind of an asshole.
Bingo.
What you linking?
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ugh.
Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money. Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy.
Did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
I'm afraid I don't believe you.
Suit yourself.
I don't trust anybody. Okay. It's that time again. Big brain. Kitty power. Rawr.
It looks like O'Leary has rigged the fight between Stone and Yale. It's pretty clear that Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary. If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
Oh, God. All right. Oh, Cody saw his ex-wife. Cody's divorced. He never mentions it. It says I've got something, but I don't know what the hell I've got. I would have probably just walked away. Like, I wouldn't want to see or talk to my ex-wife. She walked out on me. And that's the same thing with Cody's ex-wife. She walked out. I have no idea what the hell, that it doesn't connect. Like, nothing seems like it connects there. Not the stuff that I would assume. Yeah, when something gets into your head like that, it'll fuck you up. Well, here's the thing, like, we're not the wronged party. So, Cody's wife, like, she decided...
Is this yours?
She got her degree or something, and then she decided she wanted something new.
She left.
My ex-wife, she decided she wanted something else. She wanted to move back in with her parents and go to school or whatever. Whatever excuse she wanted to make. Her family was, like, just couldn't stand me from the get-go. Because I was a damn Yankee. And they're from a very, very controversial... It's a bad part of Georgia. Like, okay, I guess I can't go down there. And by bad part of Georgia, I mean... They're very strange out there. What you mean you ain't done stuff with your cousin? Oh, good. More big brain power. Yeah, so... like I said, the school my ex-wife went to, they banned the teaching of evolution for a bit while she was going to that school. They banned the teaching of evolution. They went straight creationism. There's all kinds of weird shit that happens in that part of Georgia. What the hell else? You know, of course, they brought me to the frickin' the park that's a huge Confederate memorial, which, why? And I wasn't properly impressed with it. It's a drunk text. Why is it okay? Well, no, it's... I mean... It's, like, not okay for the guy or the girl. Like, obviously, some people don't belong together and they need to break up. But, it's not an issue of it's not okay for the woman to leave or it is okay for the guy to leave. It's a matter of she's the one who left, therefore, she decided she didn't want to be with him. So why is she sitting at his fucking table? If he had walked out on her and she was still, like, carrying a torch and was trying to get close to him, like, that makes sense. But if you're the one who did the dumping and then you're going to, like, go act, like, dominant, like, I'm going to go fucking sit at your table, like, you're intentionally causing drama. You know, so it's not like an issue of who's right, who's wrong. It's she decided she didn't want to be in that fucking relationship. And now she's causing tension on purpose. That's the issue. If he walked out on her, the dynamic would be completely different. And, you know, it wouldn't be, like, that particularly weird. It would be weird if he went to sit at her table and just stare at her. Yeah, and I think Cody's probably the kind of guy that's like me. Like, once it's over, it's over. Because I could never trust my ex-wife again. I doubt he could ever trust his again. The emotions are still there, but if you connect to those emotions, they're toxic as hell. Like, it's not anything I want to remember. I doubt it's anything he wants to remember. You don't heal. It's your life. It's always there. You can forget about it for a while, but if somebody's in your face, it brings it all back to the surface. to properly heal, Cody would pretty much never have to. He would either have to become friends with her on, like, I don't know, like, actually become friends or whatever, but, like, no, you never heal. You don't heal. It's just with you forever. Different people have different ways of coping with things, and for at least somebody like me, I never forget stuff, unfortunately. Like, it's just always there and raw. People can convince themselves of things. They can ignore things, but it's always it's a part of who you are. It's like it's why I don't believe in stuff like what are they called? Born again. Like any ceremony in which you are baptized, born again, your sins washed away, it's ignoring an essential portion of who you are, pretending that you are somehow disconnected from the you of yesterday. You can believe what you want, but like you are one person, you're one continuous story. So, you know, yeah, you can go through the rituals, but really, you know, you have this one life, and everything that you are is everything that you've always been. You don't know who you're going to be tomorrow, but all of that, you know, everything that informs who you are tomorrow comes from everything you've been in the past. There's no lesson. Every interaction with people is different. My experiences, Cody's experiences, they are not necessarily transferable because you are a different person. Whoever you are dating or married to would be a different person. And it completely depends on the kind of relationships you had. Like, sleeping with somebody isn't being married to them for 5 years. Those are totally different situations. Like, well, that's the whole thing. Like, I'm not going to waste any more time with my ex in any way, shape, or form. I've learned that lesson. I'm not going to sit there and dwell on it like for fucking ever, but since it came up because Cody got divorced and he saw his ex, and that's the topic, you know, this is my experience. If she sat across from me, I'd probably get up and walk the fuck away because I don't want to deal with her. That's the past. There's nothing that she could do to make up for the fact that she walked out on me. Like, nothing she could say or do. So why would she be sitting across from me on purpose? Yeah. Like, I didn't bring this topic up because I'm the one dwelling on it. Cody just had a thing happen to him. It's not like I'm sitting here every night bitching about my ex-wife. It comes up because that's my life. It's things that have happened to me. Yeah, like, but, you know, say, okay, like, if you convince yourself that you're completely over something, you're kind of lying to yourself because it's a personal experience, and, you know, you will reflect on it differently from moment to moment. And, you know, maybe it's not something that is a part of you at the moment, but something might come up and then you'll reflect on it and then you'll feel differently. I don't do like apologies and forgiveness. For me, it's about behavior. Like, if you apologize to me, I think you're full of shit. Hey, what's up, Pedro? But if you actually act like you're sorry for the thing you did and you go out of your way not to do it, and like change a behavior that was offensive, then I accept an apology. It's not a verbal apology. It's actually an effort not to do the thing that was offensive. But if somebody like just goes and, you know, starts an argument with you or accuses you or some shit, and then like they ruin your fucking day, and then they come at you like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. It's like, oh, well, it took a lot of effort for you to say sorry, didn't it? It's like, you're just going to do it again. Because that's the person they still are. And that was from like another personal experience of this one dude who he tried to start a fight with me at work. He called me a fucking communist, un-American, because something that happened in the Obama administration that I didn't have an issue with. He was a huge birther. He was also he shaved his head. He always bitched about Jews, and then just something happened. He was hoping for some kind of a fucking government overthrow, and I'm like, dude, why are you hoping for the government to get overthrown? And then he wanted to start a fight with me. Like, I was trying to count down my drawer to go home. And then the next day he's like apologizing to me. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm like, dude, you literally tried to start a fight with me because you hate Jews or some shit. Like, no, I don't accept your apology. Like, you are a fucking terrible person. But it's all situational. I also quit that job because they suspended us, and I told them straight up, I didn't start the fight. I called you. I told you this guy was being a crazy asshole. You guys refused to watch the videotape with me. I'm not coming back. And then in 2 weeks when my suspension was up, they're like, you didn't show up for work today. I'm like, what part of I'm not fucking coming back are you talking about? Like, I straight the fuck told you, if you do not fire this guy, if you suspend me, I am fucking done. They transferred him to another store. I'm like, no, he still works for the company. Fuck that. I'm not working with this Nazi prick. But the people I was working for were fucking horrible. I used to compete with them. They wouldn't run the AC in the store at all. Like, all of our chocolate was goddamn melted. Like, this is the kind of gas station it was. All the chocolate was melted because they refused to run the fucking AC. And the booth was 10 degrees hotter than anywhere else in the store, and you had to be in the booth all day. What the hell did Tiny do? And also, does anybody have any idea? I have no idea what the fuck. Nah, Cody and me are very different people. Like, things... Can I go upstairs or something? No. Yeah, like, this doesn't make any sense to me right now. Tiny took Cody to a little hole in the wall. Apparently, she's still... Yeah, that was a bad fucking idea. Yeah, that's you. All right, like no, it's not like Cody's going to suddenly be okay with everything. He mentions his divorce often enough that he's clearly not over it. There are other people in the world besides his ex-wife and her husband or whatever. Yeah, I would, you know, I don't want to know about my ex-wife. I don't want to know about what's happened in her life since then. She divorced me. That means she's out of my life. It's over. It's done. I'd love to get back to the game, but I have no fucking clue what to do. There's nowhere to go, and none of this shit is connecting. I have no idea of knowing what actually connects to what, or if I have all the pieces to this. Yell souls don't seem to match up with anything. No, I can't leave the area. It says I have a deduction. I can't go back into the office. No, it's not. It doesn't connect to anything. Oh, now I can walk upstairs suddenly. God fucking damn it. It says there's a deduction to make, but none of that shit is working.
Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal.
Is that a cow lady? If that's a cow lady, like, we're not gonna let that meat go to waste, are we? What the hell are you? It's got a huge ass, whatever it is. Yeah, that badonkadonk kept her from getting away.
Ah, damn.
Well, it was probably the heels and not the badonkadonk. It's particularly hard to run in heels.
I can just picture her saying, "Honey, I found a job. We're finally gonna make ends meet." I want you to call the police, Sonia, and then go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Good. Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop, if he hasn't been there yet.
Oh my god. Okay, random person I barely knew died. Hard to feel bad about that one. I did kill a child rapist, though. 'Cause fuck him. Kids leave Zootopia like animals talked. Cheesesteak left Zootopia like, damn, that gazelle had a thick ass. Oh, Toby, that ship sailed when Lola Bunny hit Space Jam.
It looks like Dunn had already.
Everybody left that movie like, you know what? I'd fuck a bunny.
Dunn? Thorpe? No idea. And these two, they look familiar. It's hard to believe that a pair of boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it.
Cancel Space Jam 2. Space Jam 2 will probably be a shallow, abysmal attempt at whatever. The original Space Jam. Well, actually, the original Space Jam, like, the people who created the Looney Tunes can't fucking stand Space Jam because the characters aren't acting like the characters. Like, there's pretty much a Bible for how each character is supposed to act in general, and
it doesn't look like anyone.
The characters just aren't acting the way they're supposed to. So, you know, the people who created Looney Tunes just cannot fucking stand Space Jam.
Art? I'll never understand how violence constitutes a valued form of entertainment.
And from what I understand, Lola has lost her bunny boobies. Hey, Devin Herbert, coming in on bunny boobies. Yeah, they've kind of streamlined her figure. Like, Lola does not have the same proportions as, oh god, what was her name from, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, Pepe,
Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV.
Let's be honest.
Who would have thought we'd end up eating
Pepe
like
was
this?
always a super cringe,
Dun-dyed
kind of
Philadelphia.
rapey character.
And
Like,
that
the whole
list
joke
looks
was
okay.
he was basically a rapist. He's like, no means no, bro. Yeah, Jessica Rabbit was very specifically like designed to portray an over-sexualized black female, even though she was a white female. Toons were stand-ins. You know, they had the allegory where the Toons were
Now I
stand-ins
see
for
how
black
Don
people
bought
of the
the
era,
apartment he was going to share with
who
Meg.
were allowed to
This
be
place has to be
entertainers. They
empty
were
in 2
allowed
weeks
to
for the new owners. I wonder
they
if
were
Sonny
allowed to
knows
work
about
certain
this.
jobs, but they weren't really allowed to associate with the rest of society. Much in the same way that Toons were allowed to be entertainers and such, but you know, nobody really wanted them in their day-to-day life.
Sardines. It's been open for a few hours.
Oh, did you watch the one where Connery slapped a bitch? I've never cared about 007 very much. Those movies make little to no sense to me. Like when I'm watching a James Bond movie, like there's just so much shit popping off in the back of my head. The movies are not constructed well. Well, let's see. People are upset that Dr. Seuss... Grown adults are upset that Dr. Seuss books are no longer being sold, and this Dr. Seuss books nobody was buying. They're very upset about Pepe Le Pew in an age where we're still dealing with the Harvey Weinstein bullshit. Like, you know, maybe cancel Pepe Le Pew, okay? It's not a good character. Nobody fucking cares about Pepe Le Pew anyway. He had one joke, and it was no means no, bro. Like he just never got the fucking hint that nobody wanted to fuck him. What else? Oh, potatoes, as far as I know, don't have a gender, so people are really upset that Mr. Potato Head got canceled. But potatoes don't have genders. Like, that's the whole thing about Mr. Potato Head. Didn't I have like the smelly sardines? There we go.
It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here.
Oh, yeah, so, and then, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with calling it Mr. Potato Head. They changed the name, no big deal. It's their product. They can call it what they want. I will probably still just call it Mr. Potato Head, just like I'll probably still think of the pancake mix as, oh, hey, that used to be Aunt Jemima's, even though I don't buy pancake mix or Aunt Jemima syrup. Like, never have. What kind of porn is this? Yeah, like, so Potato Head is the toy where you literally assume its gender. Like, you take a potato and then you put the parts on and then you tell it this is what you are because it's your toy and you get to make it what you want. It's a potato. It doesn't care. I really wish I could make that deduction, but I have no fucking clue what it is. Yeah, it's a toy. Like, and then here's the thing. You've got grown adults on what pretends to be news programs bitching about this shit. And it's like, there is so much more shit happening in the world right now. Why are you on a tear about goddamn Mr. Potato Head? A toy nobody, let's be honest, nobody gives a fuck about Mr. Potato Head.
Closet.
When's the last time you played with a Mr. Potato Head? The only reason anybody cares about Potato Head is because
look at her every morning. So many years
he was in
later,
Toy
with a
Story.
new love. Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know, something.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Knock off Batman. Why is it taking so long?
This is too private.
Blacksad. I was reading that, you fuck. Well, Osmosis.
Elaine.
I'd hate to tell you this,
wife's name,
but Batman is just knockoff Dick Tracy. Ah, she likes Picasso. I had a Mr. Potato Head, but like Transformers were a thing when I was a kid.
Wow.
So
could Dunn really afford
Potato
such
Head
luxury?
is from
Or did
a
he only want to impress Mary?
Editoulette. Oh, Editoulette. Yes, that was awesome. Mr. Potato Head, no matter what else, Potato Head definitely takes it in the ass. Like you can put everything in his butt and then some.
Is this how he got in?
Yeah, and that's even where Batman's origins are from. Like, okay, so we have a guy who dresses like a fucking bat in something called Detective Comics. You know, yeah, they're definitely trying to steal the Dick Tracy crowd.
One of the very few teen idols who only got better with age.
Under Your Skin, that's an actual, that's the Frank Sinatra.
What's this doing here?
They actually play Under Your Skin in an episode of Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is a really fucking weird show because it takes place, it's like, before Picard came out, it was the most current era Star Trek, meaning like it was the newest, year. It was like, the furthest in the future that they've ever been. There's a card. But it was also
as I glanced at the telephone, I remembered the weekly password for O'Leary's illegal gambling operation.
It was
Even though I
kind of
rejected his
allegorically
reward for telling me about
between
Colin and
World
his
War
wife.
One and
I
Two.
had managed to make my own dirty money by ratting out the Eagle Pimp during our poker game. How much damage could a small bet do? What harm could I do? Only the invisible type.
So, like, basically, the show, it was kind of showing like an aftermath of an occupation of, you know, a planet. And then, like, it leads into basically a huge war that mimics World War II. It's really interesting. And at some point, like around season 4 or 5, they introduce a holographic lounge singer who's singing like Frank Sinatra and shit. So it's like, it's basically, you know, the future, but it's kind of got this, I want to say, what, 20? Is it 20s or 50s? I can sit... Deep Space Nine and Next Generation to me are the same show. Deep Space Nine is just a continuation of the Next Generation to me. Do I have... I've just got that one thing I can't figure out. Like, you've got... After the first Next Generation movie and the Enterprise blew up, Worf moved over to Deep Space Nine, and he stayed there for the rest of the show. Deep Space Nine doesn't have... Like, the opening of Deep Space Nine... is Picard as Locutus taking on all of Starfleet at Wolf 349 and destroying most of the fleet and killing Sisko's wife. So you don't get Deep Space Nine without Picard and the Next Generation. You just don't get there. Oh, Queen Zelda, the lounge singer was not a planned character. He was a one-off character for that one and only one episode. But he pulled it off so good. It was just supposed to be this weird, you know, they're like, how do we get these two characters together? And they came up with the lounge singer angle. And they did this big, huge musical number. They got Kira to sing and did all that shit. And he just did not... He's one of the characters that was just so good at what he was doing that they just added him to the show. Garrick was also a one-off character who was so good in his one episode that they just kept bringing him back. Same thing with Ducat. He said he never knew if he was going to be in the show or not. He didn't realize he was going to be like the big overarching villain of the show. Watch Star Trek, you fucking heathens. By God. When I talk about Sisko punching Q, like, you should all be smiling and go, oh my God, that was so fucking fantastic. Because it's an amazing moment in the show. But you guys just sit there and go, okay. What? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's 10 o'clock. I'm getting warm. I hate getting warm. You uncultured swine. Oh, it's a little leopard girl.
No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her Uncle Tim.
It's really funny. Red Letter Media has started talking about Star Trek The Next Generation more and more recently.
I don't know.
Good memories?
An optimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy. picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
I know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the Army.
And one of the funny things about it,
athletes.
so
they called us the Olympic Five.
They did like a review of season 1, and these guys who absolutely love Star Trek: The Next Generation, this guy Rich Evans, he's talking about it. And he's like, I tell people to watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, and then they start. They say, "Oh, I started watching it, but it wasn't that good." And he's like, "Wait, how come they didn't like it?" And then they said, "Well, the first episode was like," and he goes, "Oh God, you started at season 1?" Star Trek: The Next Generation is kind of shitty until season 3. And when you recommend people watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, like, you kind of have to say, start at season 3.
Victor Sukovsky, the athlete.
Otherwise, they're going to watch it and go,
probably
"Oh
heard
God,
of
this
his
is dog shit."
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic and a doctor with the New York Warriors. It was Spanow who got him assigned to our platoon.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spano? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest, after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. But he loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family. He was the one who had Mitchell assigned to our platoon.
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even
I don't
met
know
him.
how you
He
could
was
have
as
watched
humble in the
Doctor
ring as he
Who,
was in
but
life.
not
He'd always let
Star
his
Trek.
rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows.
Of course,
If
Doctor
he
Who is
didn't
just a
look at his
Monster
feet,
of the
it
Week
seemed like
show.
He wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory.
If Star Trek: The Next
KO.
Generation came out today, it would not have lasted past the second episode. Oh, I thought you had watched it.
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my
Cool
first
Enemy
game
Girls
yet.
has
People said I
has
had a
watched
bright
Doctor
future
Who, I
ahead of
think.
me.
All right, Devin, man. Thanks for joining.
But the war got in the way of that bright future.
Huh? No, I made it big when I came back. Best time of my life. Don't you remember that cop at the hospital? The one who let me in
There's
exchange
way
for an
too much
autograph?
hand waving
Trust
in
me,
Doctor Who for
Nobody
me.
calls you Iron Arm if you're just sitting on the bench.
And
Who
also,
would've
it's
thought
too
that
much
I'd
of a
end up
soap
becoming
opera.
Tim Iron Legs Thorpe.
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
What happened to all of them?
Zukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do.
The new Star Trek movies are not actually Star Trek. They're closer to Star Wars.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell?
It's what they called
Who
New
knows?
Trek.
We lost touch.
Where
he's
there's
doing well.
there's a much bigger focus on action and spectacle.
What happened to
Star Trek
Spano?
is supposed to
Well,
be
you've
about
seen
like
the billboards. He made it
really
big
intricate
time. When I
storytelling.
was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals.
And they
That's
just
how I founded
the
this
new Star
agency.
Treks just
But then
don't
something happened to him.
they don't
He
tell the
became
stories.
solid.
It's
Fell out of
really
shape,
not anything like the
Slowly
old
but
Star Trek
surely
stuff used to be.
Lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him
It
in,
wasn't.
what,
It was supposed to be
years?
just
And
like
believe
a
me,
military
I've tried to
drama
contact
kind of
him.
show. The original concept was the Old West, but in space.
You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn
Or
were
you're talking about
always-
Doctor Who? Doctor Who is
well,
a really mixed
Spano's
bag.
changed so much that it's hard to say.
Original Doctor Who is almost unwatchable to me. I've never seen
I think I saw
Alienation.
Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously?
I know about
Please try to
Alienation. I've just
remember.
never.
I'd love to hear from him again.
How
I'll
old
do
is
my
my
best.
mum?
Allow me to double
over
your
60.
wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got.
Which
for her.
fan's supposed to be
May I?
about acceptance and change? Doctor Who's about time travel and weird monsters. Judge Dress. That would be a very different movie. Yeah, Doctor Who is literally just the Monster of the Week show, much like X-Files. X-Files barely had a plot.
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
Where is she?
Like, the Smoking Man was just a background character. But fans latched onto him, and like there was a lot of conspiracy. So, like X-Files, basically they'd pay attention to what the reception was and what the fans were looking at, and they just leaned into it.
Was your father still in...
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What? Yeah, sometimes.
Then we're both in the same boat. First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved.
I should have been paying attention. I ignored her suffering because I ignored the game.
To this dirty city and the smell of medicine. Her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before. For not having loved her enough.
Well, the Daleks are like just ultimate
The
space
third time
Nazis.
was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that.
Kind of the same thing with like the Machine Men,
Abandoning
whatever
me.
they're called.
For giving in to the
There's a
boobs.
lot of
Now he's dead.
allegory races and
Take a guess.
You hate yourself for having hated him.
Yes, but that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making
what the heck
his
is this
same
game? I don't
mistakes.
even know anymore. I'm just glad that
Without
I
him,
didn't spend an hour getting my
I
throat
just don't
slit
know
tonight.
who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
Bobby Yale is innocent. He doesn't deserve your hate.
Don't you think I know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
Hate me. A good detective would have found the killer by now.
That's nonsense. You've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
Kind, smart, and beautiful.
You're kind, smart, and beautiful.
Are you really trying to flatter me now?
No, Seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym. which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
Oh yeah, the
And what was he
Cybermen.
looking
That's what
for?
they're called.
That's what I intend to find out, with your help. Your dad had great taste in music.
You think? Let me guess. The same taste you have, right?
Exactly.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. You'll have to talk to her sooner or later.
My father. Even now, he finds new ways to make me hate him.
I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic 5.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Thorpe saved your father?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine
Oh, they
gun.
ran out of budget.
Suddenly,
Hey, Drylus,
enemy
what's
fire
up?
killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now...
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about him?
I think I saw him once, but I was just a little girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. It
I'm
was a
all right.
long time ago.
I had
found
a
the
bad
baseball
migraine
glove with
earlier,
Spano's autograph
and
in the
I
room.
fell asleep and I woke up. I wasn't
I've
even
never
sure
seen
what
it.
day
My
it
father must
was,
have put
if
it
it was
there.
morning or night
Although
when
I
I
don't
woke
remember
up.
him
It was
having a
really
signed
confusing.
glove.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No.
I've actually
never.
fallen
Why?
asleep,
Oh, nothing.
I'd say about
I think
5
I've seen him
times
somewhere.
since HaloGoddess's stream. And I think I fell asleep at least once or
I saw
twice
your old
during
room.
that particular stream
That's
also.
embarrassing.
I don't know what the
I
hell's
see you were
going
dead
on with me
serious
right now.
about me hating you.
Like, I might have a cold or something.
It's odd that there are practically no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy
I
memory.
think I missed almost all of Neon Sea.
It's from
Or
before
no.
my mother
You were
got
doing
sick
Coffee
and we
Talk.
moved
Yeah,
here.
I missed Coffee Talk, and I woke up and what the hell were you playing? Let's see if my
I
memory
loved
will
reading
work.
stories about pirates.
Oh, you were doing Jackbox. You were losing Jackbox.
So my father drew a treasure map for me.
That's right, you were losing
I
Jackbox.
searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marks the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music.
Are you
it
saying you
played,
were throwing
the
matches?
ballerina and the little secret compartment. Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
I think it's the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
Yeah, I was so out of it. I was kind of losing it during my stream. I was just falling asleep.
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern. But I'm glad we agree. I thought you shared my father's taste in music.
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go. Anyway,
Are you cold?
Thanks
Your
for the
nipples are
company.
like diamonds. Oh my god.
Sonia, thank you.
Look at that ass.
Aren't you coming?
Oh, I will be.
I knew I was looking at a solution.
Sounds like I will
What
be.
exactly needed solving?
Yeah, Osmosis, she's been saying she doesn't want a PC for a long time now. This is called Blacksad. Under the Skin.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I can go into a huge list of reasons why
I'll never understand why
PC is just so much better.
What a waste of breath,
especially than like
focus,
an
and
Xbox.
energy.
Oh! Dude, I'm pretty sure I was about to hit that.
It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me. Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a rookie. And if he doesn't even say, "Help me, please,"
Yeah, like I said, I could go through a list of reasons why you should buy a PC, especially if, like, you know, you're looking at an Xbox. PC's a hell of a lot more versatile, but if she doesn't want a PC, it doesn't matter.
Nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red.
Yeah, if you're looking to do content creation, PC
woken up
is
yet?
a huge advantage.
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Scheming?
You think that's the same thing? I don't know. Sounds a bit off to me.
He breaks his sardines. Yeah, no, PC is like, and a lot of the problems people have is they think PCs are too much work. They think you have to get used to keyboard or keyboard and mouse.
Wait,
which
I know.
People don't
7
want.
letters. Cunning. What are you
People
looking
don't
for?
like change.
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits.
And quite frankly,
Theft, assault, extortion.
one of my big arguments
minor
is
things of the
like
sort.
people keep throwing this
Always works alone.
exclusive
Never
game
ratted
shit
out
in
his
my face, like,
employers,
oh,
provided they exist.
PlayStation 5
find
has
anything?
exclusive
Is this our
games,
man?
and I just flip
Do
it
you
and I
have
say,
proof?
every game that you can get on PC that you cannot get on PlayStation 5 is exclusive to the PC. Like, you know, don't tell me, oh, well, PlayStation 5 has exclusive game. Guess what? You can get thousands more games on the fucking PC than you can on the PlayStation 5. It's just a goddamn fact. Yeah, and at the end of the day, you get the, you know, you get the thing that you want.
Looks
Oh,
like we
only
know who tore his
250
pants
Halo?
following Clarice Freeman up to the rooftop.
Add 1,000 to that. Add a straight 1,000 to that.
His pants have a tear in them. I found
And
a
I
piece of that
think
same fabric
it's
at the
still a
gym,
little low.
on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
My Steam
Makes
library
sense, but
is
how
fucking
many pairs of ripped
ridiculous.
pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Well, to be fair, you should know what stuff like Life is Strange is. And the fact that you don't know anything about Life is Strange is also kind of fantastic, because when you play that game, you'll be going into it fresh, which you really, like, you need to emphasize that this is a fresh game, no spoilers, because Life is Strange is just one of those games. Oh, there we go.
The guy who broke into the gym.
Yeah,
in
actually,
gunfights
they're
has a
they're
thing for
still
sardines.
releasing games in the
Did you smell
series,
his
but
breath?
not with the same
Right,
characters.
Because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
The only game in this series I really care about is Life is Strange, and Before the Storm takes place before Life is Strange. But yeah, Life is Strange is fucking huge.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Life is Strange is kind of a roller coaster. You get invested in it.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
He's hiding something for sure, but I don't think he did it. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better
Oh
be
yeah, Dara's got so
You know
many
they
boy
worried when he was
problems.
escorted
She's
to
always
Madison
going on
Square Garden
dates.
on the day of the
Like
fight.
states.
That's the first I hear of it.
Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
I'm the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
Yeah, I'm not a
Good
fan
morning,
of that,
Mr.
Zelda.
Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused
I am
of
the one
murder,
and only.
And that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog.
If I choked you with a pillow, nobody would know. You should already be dead.
How do you
Blacksad,
choke
stay
an
out of
anteater
this.
with a
Remember
pillow?
who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Your friend the Hellhorse doesn't seem to feel that way. Although I'm afraid he won't be talking anymore.
Shut up or I'll kick you out. If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
What can you offer me?
How much is your life worth to you?
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
That's a start, but it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program. New city, new job, new identity, and a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Watch out!
Protection ain't worth a damn.
I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Watch out!
I hit the A last time, but I guess it didn't register. Counter sniping. Dude. Did he just drop that dude with a fucking revolver at that distance? I don't particularly care for quick time events.
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops.
No wonder Blacksad.
Our best shot at finding
No
the
wonder
killer was
Blacksad
gone.
doesn't like
So
guns,
I went back to my
because
previous lead.
he would fucking murder the world if he carried one. if he is that good of a shot, and he also doesn't like guns, like, oh, that's right, he was in the military for a while or something. Oh, what did I just hear? Dude, Dryless, you don't have to do that, but that's awesome, man. Thank you. Holy shit.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure
Joke
map for me.
boat.
I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Gotta go. Everybody say, do something in the chat. I don't have a thing I do in chat. I don't do Fs, I don't do that, but, you know, do something in the chat. Everybody, like, fucking, Dryless is the man. He's in, he's gone. He doesn't always get to show up, but let's show the man some love. Blueberries! Did you fucking find blueberries? Are you shitting me? Oh, God. This blueberry shit's getting out of control.
Bing bang!
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're dead! No, I got you with my lasso!
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
Alright, Dryless, we'll see you around, man. Good
Kids,
luck.
Please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among
Grapes.
others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first.
Usually you could just like type blue in the bar. Like while I'm in chat, like you go to the emojis and you just type blue and it should bring up blueberry.
Smirnoff had the chance to see anything. According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spano at Sam's Diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy.
I love this character.
Beat it or what?
Well, I can't make up my fucking mind. Either call the cops or beat your ass.
He's so
Which would
fucking
you
ugly.
prefer?
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care. Come on, spit it out.
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know? Have you eaten? Dinner's on the house.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him soft and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spano's description. Apparently, the guy still lived with his father.
Hey, Rod.
Dunn
What
said
is
he
up?
couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
I was about to get a piece of ass and then somebody tried to shoot me. Still mad about that.
We worked together at the Consumer Protection Office. He came in pretending to be a client, and you insulted him.
Me? Whoa, I barely even talked to him.
Which is even worse. Dunn had taken Spano to his place. I wanted to believe that when Randall Lee broke into the apartment, Spano fled to his former address. But where could that be?
Oh, come on.
I gotcha. If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead.
I was trying to remember why Roddicus came up in chat, and then I just remembered everything that happened.
Most distinguished citizens.
There was about to be some Animal Crossing.
Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen.
Sonia was totally open for business,
thieves,
and then
pimps, and murderers.
And then it didn't happen.
Where lie the bodies of the souls
Pedro, those
minds
blueberries are
that raised New
offensive.
York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Google feels those blueberries may potentially be offensive. Yeah, Rod, where is your accent? Are you a real Texan? Because I don't hear a hint of a Texas accent. Can you go full Texan? That's why I was interested. Can you go full Texan?
A Celtic cross. Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting.
He's Hispanic? I never noticed.
Handy at this time of the day.
Is Roddicus Hispanic, really? Because Halo keeps telling me he's like fake Spanish. He's like Spanish light. He's barely Spanish. Come on. Oh yeah, coconut. I knew I was being goofy. Look at the giant balls on this guy.
I found at Dunn's place. Fans of the sport leave baseballs
Fake bean.
in Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any. Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Oh, hey, I can look at... It's
It'd be
Jason.
even better with a skull between the bats.
American.
Still hot.
Yeah, Rod totally needs to see the he totally needs to see the Patrick Stewart thing. Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to look at that one. Tamba. Oh, baseball card on a gray... I'm just going to steal that. Yeah, I'm just going to fucking straight up steal that. Fuck you. You're dead. Cowboy hat and boots and nothing else. Eh, they're dead. They don't mind.
Mitchell, who fought with Dunn during the war, tried to pass as Yale's doctor. O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn. He would have dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself.
I can get chocolate crickets not too far away from here. There's a candy store with a lot of weird shit from other countries. Yeah, every so often, like, you'll see a story about chocolate-covered ants or chocolate-covered crickets. And they'll act like it's the first time they've run the story, but they do it all the time. That sounds a lot like onigiri. Onigiri. Is this it? I've never had onigiri. I saw it in I want to say Cutie Honey. Which is a crazy series. This shit's fucking insane.
ある時はバイクレーサー。ある時は木更津の婦人警官。またある時は派遣の OL。
She's always eating. Like her powers make her hungry or something. This is also one of the greatest anime opening songs ever. By the way, this movie is completely batshit insane. Oh, I keep doing that. So, Cutie Honey was an anime that, like, You know, it was a transforming girl thing, but it was very much just so you can see boobies. And it just kind of transformed. It's like this movie's super fucking goofy. It came out in 2004, so the special effects are pretty cheesy. I don't know why I started talking about Cutie Honey. Somebody said something. Oh, right, onigiri. Pastellis. Or pasteless. Pasteless. What is that, Yuka? Wow, that's 19 minutes. It's too long to watch the video. 22 fucking minutes. I just want to see what the hell a Pastellis is. We'll go to the fucking end result. Alright, looks like goo. Still looks like goo.
Water. And as you see, those are from my daughter made those. And Merry Christmas.
That doesn't look particularly appetizing. Yuka.
Just trying to. So tired. Wow. Oh my god.
Okay, so it's supposed to
Your
look
guests
gooey.
are gonna completely love them. I'm gonna take one more spoon. Oh my god. So good. Now, remember, if you haven't subscribed to our channel down below, subscribe. You can
Yeah, I guess subscribe to that guy's channel. TinyBadger and Hadley and Fox also live right now. Let's see what we're doing in Blacksad. I'm wandering around a graveyard. Yeah, it looks like I might not like the texture, but I don't know. Oh, Osmosis used to have those every Christmas.
If this had been here over 30 minutes, it'd be covered in ants. The 4 bases guarding their father.
Was your grandpa a jet? Did he fight the sharks? Is anybody going to get that reference? Oh, I actually don't have anything. Yes, but very, very specifically, the sharks were the Puerto Rican gang. That's what I said. Was your grandpa a jet? He said not to trust Puerto Ricans. West Side Story, yep. Old people love that movie. Mom likes that movie because she's from Chicago. She actually was there when the neighborhood shifted from Polish to Puerto Rican. But it was Chicago, so, you know, Chicago's kind of a shithole. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing right now. This looks like a good place to just go ahead and end it. End it all. Come back at it fresh next time. I'm also feeling really warm right now. All right. So let's look at the goofballs. Tiny's playing with her snake.
Who's a pretty girl? She's the prettiest snake around, isn't she?
Ara, why you gotta be starting shit?
Okay, I'm gonna hook a girl up and then we can play some more Subnautica. I just needed to show off my noodles because I love them.
All right, and then we've got let's go ahead and do the updoodle since we're here already. And then I want to do that in a new window.
Me donating is just a plus, but like, you know, showing, you know, the donations are a plus. They help support me, but like,
I guess you got a donation.
It's just you guys keep me so motivated and driven to keep doing YouTube. Like, I have so many plans for YouTube. I have so much that I want to just like tell you guys.
Hylian's playing Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Let's see who else. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm back. Yeah, Twitch definitely fucked it up. All right, so I'm just going to have to avoid going to Twitch. Like, I went to Twitch and everything fucking died.
Like, I don't think I could have fish because I wouldn't know it.
Yeah, like, yeah, I went over to check on Twitch and, my face is frozen. It doesn't look frozen on my end. You might have to reload. All right, so, is Halo going to be a lump? Let's see. So what you doing? You going live? You watching other streamers tonight? Of where you froze on your face. I don't need to see my face. I see it in the mirror. It's fucking. Oh, cool. I look stoned, bro. Yeah, let's do it. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we playing Mortal Kombat 8? Zelda also streams, and Cool Anime Girls also streams. What are you people? Are you guys doing your things? Are you what? Who? Ha? Halo is playing Alice Madness Returns. Oh. Alice Madness Returns. Oh my god, I don't name any of my clips. I don't know if I'll be able to find that one. Is it game capture? So many clips, none of them fucking have a name on them. Let's see if I can find it. No, that's Dead by Daylight. It'd be further back than that. It's before that, I want to say. Also, pretty. FantaVision playing Valheim. It's somewhere around here. I've got so many stupid fucking clips.
I'm gonna buy a lot in my ass.
That's all Cody's stupid goofy face. I want to say it's a... Here we go. Here we go. Yes.
Okay, but is it timed? Am I gonna have enough time? I don't think the time was the problem. Our teeth.
Oh, Mario Kart in 5 minutes. We can watch a little bit of Alice Returns right here.
What? So they make toilets out of teeth? I keep falling down. I'm doing something wrong.
They make toilets out of teeth?
Maybe jump further?
Uh...
I greatly dislike this game sometimes. Ma'am! Okay. Yeah.
You jumped off on purpose.
It's not a HaloGoddess stream if I'm not jumping off the map. Okay, but why?
I love it. It's like when this is happening, I was literally dying inside because I saw exactly what was going on. Like you needed to pause before hitting the jump again to get the extra height. It's just kind of a funky jumping arc, and you're just like popping off with it 2 in a row, just boom boom.
I don't think the time was the problem. Our teeth are closer to toilets.
It was, ooh, it was so painful to watch.
What?
I'm just like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Teeth? I keep falling down. I'm doing something wrong.
Who finally, was it Jacob?
I greatly dislike this game sometimes. It's fine. Yeah.
Yes, don't do this tomorrow. Don't do this again tomorrow. I think you've figured out the jumping in this game, but oh god. Or do this tomorrow. It'll be fun. I'll get another clip.
You jumped off on purpose. I did not jump off on purpose. Yeah, okay. Andy. Osha. Okay, I don't understand. Tired, slept so hard I woke up tired this morning.
Oh my god. Oh, she is such a sport. Such a sport. Our favorite Miss Lara. All right, she's got Mario Kart. I'd say I'll play, but also I might be like all warm and feeling shitty. So we'll see. I might drop in soon. But yeah, no, I mean, it's not. It's fun to make fun of, but at the same time, it's just goofy, stupid shit that happens. Like, when you're playing video games, sometimes you don't catch on to the mechanics right away, and it's fun. I definitely die a lot in stupid fucking ways in video games, and thank God nobody cares enough to clip me, because Jesus. Though there is a clip feature on YouTube now. I don't know how it works or if it's been implemented, but there's some kind of a clipping feature on YouTube. I don't know if it's quite like Twitch where you guys can do it, but it's supposed to exist. Who knows? That's like one thing that Twitch did that YouTube doesn't, that's fantastic, is that viewers could clip their favorite moments, and then you could go back and you've got those sitting there, and then if you want to do a highlights reel, like this is the stuff your people thought was fun, so it makes it easier to do highlights reels. If people can say, oh, I like that part, which is really like highlights reels. God, I don't edit anything. Oh, well, that's enough for that. HaloGoddess is, let's see, this is definitely not her stream. Let's try to find her. Hopefully she's created her stream by now. Ooh, gonna get to edge your soul to carry on. Oh, you can't see what I see. This is my favorite.
And the world,
all right, there she
a
is.
tale of
soul and soars, eternally retold.
Easily my favorite video game opening ever. One of the best games on PlayStation 1, period. This was a really early entry into the PlayStation 1, and it was just amazing. Anyways, enough of that shit. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully I catch up on my sleep or whatever the hell's going on with me, and we'll finish Blacksad. I want to finish Blacksad so bad. Later.